Yo, what's going on, y'all? Yellow, what's the word, people? What is the deal? Ah, what's going on in that? I was just thinking about you too, cause I was like, oh, I'm ready for food. I get hungry. I start thinking, like, man, where's she? I got this. Don't need to be. Let me see something. Really? Is that what we doing? How do I got that? Oh, FX1. Ah, okay. All right, cool, cool. Um, I don't know yet. You know what I actually got a taste for? I got a taste for some of that Benny Boys or but like I was thinking about, my usual melt or, whatever, but yeah, no, I was like, man, I figure it out though. I figure it out. I'll let you know. Uh So what's going on with y'all today, man? We get to Thursday. We got some stuff going on. We got this crazy white dude, right? Dude was planning mass murders and he ran up on some black people and some of them stabbed him. He got stabbed in the face and all that. And that still ain't the term. He's still just out here. You know what I'm saying? He keep bailing out of jail, and it's the same thing like that happened with the dude before he shot up that grocery store and killed them 10 black people. All his rants and everything he was saying, all his racism and all that was just wrote off as mental illness. See, it's like they be tripping because they say it's mental illness, right? But he be saying what they all be saying. It ain't like they just be saying it up out of nowhere. Ricky Williams, winning team, what it do, what it do. My brother in the building, two gang on deck. Watch what you say, watch what you do. You might get moderated. You know what I'm saying? I just came off of Mike Big stream over there. You know what I'm saying? He's playing that new Undisputed. I can't wait till they drop that for PS5, man. Everybody get to play it, but I can't run it. I ain't got the specs to run it on my PC, I don't think. Maybe I do, but I want it on PS5 though. But yeah, so we talking about, dude sit up here and he say he gonna do all this stuff. He say he wanna kill black people. He say he wanna do this, he wanna do that, and they basically wrote it off. That's what they did with the guy out there in Buffalo, New York. They wrote it off when he was talking about all the crazy stuff he was gonna do. Then next thing you know, for foom, 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 you know what I'm saying? He shooting up the store and he killed 10 people, and they could have stopped it, but they see these type of dudes like this talking all this stuff and they try to write it off as mental illness because what's actually going on is, like I was saying, he not just coming up with this stuff out of nowhere. He got this stuff from somewhere. But they look at you like you mentally ill once you say the quiet part out loud. They being edgy. They think they being edgy, or they think they being forward thinking, because a lot of those types of ideas of racism permeate their life. But they supposed to keep it under wraps, and they supposed to kind of navigate and use it as a useful tool to navigate their own advancement in society, but not flat out just come out and be like, yeah, I feel this way, I feel that way. Then they be like, oh, I don't know where he got that from. He's mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly where he got them ideas from. His mama and his daddy now. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't slick with that. So we're gonna talk about that because he got arrested and they keep letting him go. So if y'all see this man on the news, which I'm gonna show y'all his name, and we're gonna look at it and all that. He got to erase his name too. Hunter Holman, that's his name. We gotta look at that though. Then we got this lady. They start calling her Dirty Lizzo. She got her nickname. They call her Dirty Lizzo, and that's kind of messed up. But no, she be having some stuff on her face that look like dirt. And she always got some messed up stuff to say about men and black men in particular. So she get on here telling this messed up story. Rick say got Xbox when it's starting to take forever to release the game. Right. He said when it start taking forever to release the game. I know, bro. Like what the hell going on? But no, so Dirty Lizzo sit up here telling this bogus story about she went out with a white dude. And she say some black dude ran up on her talking about you got one of our beautiful queens. I'm like, hold on, let me make sure I'm far enough in because I'm ready to cuss. All right, yeah. So she said that. I said, you know, this man ain't run up in here like, oh, you took our beautiful queen. Like, well, don't nobody even say no shit like that. I mean, it do be some niggas trying to grand rise in their way into some cootie cat. You know what I'm saying? Grand rising queen. You got some coochie I can borrow? That's what they be wanting to say. But nah. So dude was talking. She was made up that fake ass story, man. We gonna look at that story and laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gonna do. And then man, tragic story, you know, kind of tie into something I was talking about a little bit earlier this week. A grandmother, 45 years old, she goes to go get a BBL and, you know, it ain't go good. You know, I ain't gonna reveal the story. Spoiler alert, like, you know, BBL, man, could cost you way more than money sometimes. We gonna put it like that. But y'all know that though. Y'all be hearing the stories. Y'all even heard of people so desperate to get the BBLs. She said, "Oh my life, Rick. Oh girl, man, look them old man, them old raft lips. She got like, man, this should be looking crazy as hell, dog. Um, it's crazy, but nah. So the grandmama go get the BBL, and it all go bad. And you know, we was talking about that all this stuff. It just ain't worth it. A lot of that, man. Okay. So on the side note, right before we get this thing cracking, I was noticing a lot this year. You know, I'm a little skinny dude and shit. You know what I'm saying? I be like working out and shit like that. Like I go work out every day. So like I ain't gonna get like real bulky and big like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a naturally skinny dude, right? And you know, nice form and all that, so on and so forth. But you know, you'll go to the gym, right? And you see these dudes up in there that be looking like, you know what I'm saying, like some human experiments and shit, bro. Like they be looking like neck be just like, you know what I'm saying? It be like it look crazy. It don't even look right. You know what I mean? And it been a lot of people this year that I guess what they would call powerlifting. A lot of powerlifting people, they been passing away. They been dying. Like it was like I could show that. I could show it to y'all. I think, and you know, I be covering everything, so I think it's one of my older episodes. I should start numbering them so I could go back. But I did it on the older episode. Like, man, these big dudes, they dying, they heart stopping, and they having kidney failure and all type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's all for nothing though, because at the end of the day, it's nothing you gonna need that much muscle to really do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you a bouncer or whatever you doing, you could do it. Unless you moving, unless you towing trucks with your bare hands, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be lifting no 800 and 900 pounds, but people do stuff like that. And then now you wonder, like, damn, how do they get like that? You know what I'm saying? Is they using steroids, and now they just flat out be like, yeah, we use steroids. Everybody do it. You ain't trying to, it's like you ain't trying to get left behind. Then they turn around and their organs start shutting down and crazy stuff start happening to them, right? And it's the same thing. So that's for the guys, right? So you going out, you want to be muscle guy, you know what I'm saying? So you go get your synth and all, muscle injections or you know, you getting the horse testosterone and all that. But you know, you turn around and it's like, damn, my kidneys is failing. My liver, I need a liver transplant. I'm talking about big buff dudes with walkers, man. Like 2022 was the year that a lot of bodybuilders like died of crazy reasons, right? So we looking at the same thing kind of with these BBLs. Girls want to have these big fake butts, you know what I'm saying? These ant booties, and you know, Auntie went to get an ant booty and it ain't go right. So we gonna talk about that, and you know, just look into it a little bit, man. I personally think, and I talk about it a little bit more, but I personally think that a lot of this stuff that's going on is a testament to the power of just pure fads and capitalism and social engineering or whatnot, if that's even what you want to call it, right? Because why are girls who naturally born with booties going to just get bigger, more ridiculous booties? And the fake butt you going to get is made to look like a girl who never had a butt and went and got a fake butt. So now, you would rather have a fake looking butt than a real big butt. You'd rather like, well, no, it's big, but it don't look like the fake one. You know what I'm saying? Like the big fake one. They go get them ant booties and stuff like that, or them, you know, the ones that look like cartoon booties. But we gonna talk about that, man, and you know, the dangers of it and all that. But in the meanwhile, you know, we gonna get these analytics straight, and you know, we gonna get right to it. So yeah, Mac World, let's go. Y'all know all my exes live in Texas, right? My ex hit me the other day. She seen my hair. She asked me if I had yarn in my hair. That shit crazy. I said, nah, there's some time and love in this here, man. Mac World, let's go. Mac World Live Daily. Welcome to the show. What's going on, everybody? And everybody that tune in, y'all know what we do right around this time. Shout out to all the moderators. You know what I'm saying? And the moderate haters. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, you're messing with the worst. Let's talk about this dude right here. I'ma let Uncle Rashard go in on him. I ain't even gonna talk too much about it. I'ma just let y'all see what this dude up to, cause this type of shit make me mad, dude. And I don't know what it's gonna end up coming to. I really don't think it's gonna really come to nothing like that, cause man, silent weapons for quiet wars, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about race wars and they talk about stuff like that, but you know, that is they want things to be in a way where they could win it. When they didn't know what we was thinking, they didn't know how to stop us from educating ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's where we at with it right now. So they want this violent war, but the revolution should be televised, but it won't though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna happen. It's gonna be more of a mental thing. I know, you know, I'm getting on my deep stuff because I ain't really saying what's in the clip. So let's check it out. Let's go.
You see this person? He was, according to the authorities, going to kill a lot of black people. Okay? Man has been arrested after plotting a mass shooting of black people in Las Vegas.
What we do.
After Hunter Holman lost his job at a Las Vegas call center, he allegedly attacked a black family with his car.
Wow.
Used racial slurs, threatened to shoot other black people, and left a severed goat's head behind in an extended stay hotel. The car attack, let me explain that. Holman is facing 2 felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon, motivated by bias or hatred towards the victims in a July incident when he allegedly randomly picked out a family.
It always be something like that too, right? Don't it? They're always trying to like go after a family or something like that. Like some people they see. It be deep, y'all. It's deep. I'm telling y'all. It don't be just hatred. Like it don't, you know what I'm saying? It's deep. It's like, could you imagine being somebody where like hatred of another people defines you, or you feel like it got you mostly everywhere that you at, and so your biggest thing is to not let those people go on about living their life. You know what, you know how you beat racism? It's like you ignore it. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds crazy, but really that's how it works. You just accept it and ignore it. It's like it don't be enough. He lost his job and he wanted to take it out on a randomly picked out a black family and almost ran them over. Black folks chilling, ain't did nothing to nobody. He know they ain't did nothing. But he like, all right, that's reason
almost
enough for
ran
me
them over and indicated he wanted to kill them. That's according to the Metro Police Department. There's more. Then you have a mass shooting plot. Let's go to February 22nd.
Crazy.
Las Vegas police learned from the FBI in Arkansas that Holman was suspected of threatening to kill African Americans at a fitness center in Little Rock, with an AR-15 rifle on the 9th of the month. After searching the department's database, police found complaints from June 2022 of racial slurs, harassment, and death threats allegedly made by Holman against employees at Extended Stay of America hotels, leading to his arrest Thursday on suspicion of 2 gross
So he was just
misdemeanor
going on
counts
like a racial
of hate crime.
thuggery
There's more.
rampage.
Holman's behavior
You know what's so crazy
started
about
soon
it?
after his May 16th termination from his job at a call center. He started sending text messages claiming to be Jesus and part of the FBI, and used racial slurs while making harassing phone calls to the call center, according to the police. On June 2nd,
What's so crazy about it is all this shit that he doing. Y'all hear everything it's saying he doing? He doing plenty of shit. All this is supposed to be mental illness. And it's like he worked a job. He had a job, all that. He able to send text messages and all this and that and the third. And he able to harass and insult people and all that. But it's all mental illness. I wonder why mental illness ain't never no excuse for being black. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like, in society in America, first and foremost, you black. You doing anything you doing it while black. So even if you mental ill, but first you black, and then everything else get took into account. So I remember the one dude who was on the ground, laying on the ground, hands in the air. And he told the cops, like, man, don't shoot me, please, dog. One cop ran up, came on the scene, popped him anyway. And he was like, why did you shoot me? It was just funny. It's like, man, you was out there being black, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. So he do all this. And let's see what happened to him.
police said they received complaints that Holman showed up at the call center, made racial slurs at a manager, threatened to sexually assault another manager, circled the parking lot doing donuts in his car,
Dude
and then
threatened to
decided
sexually
to
assault a
send threatening
manager.
texts to employees. Oh, there's
He
more.
wanted
In
He
September,
wanted some BBC.
Holman checked out as a guest from the Extended Stay on Maryland Parkway, where the manager reportedly found a goat head in the freezer, along with an extensive collection of knives
What the
in
hell?
Holman's former apartment, police said. The manager told police that
Oh, boy,
Holman
looking
made
ass.
several menacing calls, and when Holman got the impression the manager was a white male, the caller invited him to join his group, stating he was the king of the KKK. Holman, who is
That
set
shit
now to
dumb.
appear in the Justice Court for a status check on March 30th for the hate crime charges. He is scheduled to appear in court again May 24th for the charges related to the July incident, multiple situations before this.
So he got to do all that, and he just out. He out right now, you know. And what y'all think he out doing right now? Harassing black people. If this was a black dude and he went in front of a white judge, he wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have let him out back on the street if he was doing all this. He couldn't do half of this. It's so funny because he couldn't even. He couldn't do this with a black dude with him. They would let the white dude out and say, nah, keep the black dude in. You know what I'm saying? He's a danger to society. He's a super thug. What? Like Nori and shit, right? But they'd be like, oh, the white dude, oh, let him out. He's mentally ill, or he just was having a bad day or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. Sheesh. No consequences, man. And these folks say they ain't
And
got freedom
if
of
he
speech.
wasn't in jail now, probably more situations would be right here to report to you. Now, I know some will say, well, maybe he has a mental health.
Yeah, mental health, my ass.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the
disorder,
people he
possibly.
harassing could have mental
There's
problems
nothing
too. Shit.
Conclusive that says that everything based on the narrative shows that he actually understands right from wrong. Now, please remember, a person's ability to stand trial is not predicated on some level of mental health disorder. You literally cannot understand the difference between right and wrong to be declared incompetent to stand trial.
That's
All
what's
of
so
us have
crazy. Like these folks they'll get
some level, some
jobs and
variation
all that. They
of
go
something
get
mental going on.
loans.
All
They
right,
go
me
do
included.
all this different
But the
stuff.
absolute determination for standing trial
Then they
is
turn
your
around and
ability to
say that they
understand
got some
if
type
what
of
you
mental
did
health issue.
was right or
Like,
wrong, or something massively different happening
this
after
shit
you're
is crazy.
charged. That's
It's like they go out here, they do all this different stuff, and they get let right back out. So, in a sense, I don't know. I think of it like this. I think when somebody do something to break the law and you really don't treat it like it's that big of a deal, it's like that's kind of setting the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of setting their boundaries so they know, like, okay, this ain't, it set a precedent, you know. So he'll go out now because they let him get away with that shit. He'll go out here now, you know, really harassing people, really trying to put some real work in. He said he was gonna shoot up he wanted to shoot up a fitness place or something. He leaving severed goat heads. He collecting knives. You know what I'm saying? They say with a lot of like killers, you know, it start with them killing animals and like stuff like that. So they seeing this stuff, right? And this similar stuff happened before the mass killing in Buffalo. And, you know, let me see what my brother Rick got to say. He said they know what to make for dinner, but not the difference between right and wrong. Right. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's just so stupid that even with the police and let me not even say the police, but yeah, especially them, but they nuts too. Shit, they definitely nuts. So I don't expect better of them. But like the judge though, you know what I mean? Like you look and you see somebody, they making threats and you already charged them with the hate crime, like misdemeanor hate crimes for trying to run a family. Like he ran a family down in his car and he said he wanted to kill him. That's how you know the system is who the system is made for, when they won't even allow you to confess to a murder or confess to an attempted murder. If I try to run some white people off the road and I go out and I say, or I get in front of a judge and I say, yeah, I wanted to kill them, I wanted to do it, they ain't gonna be like, Bell said at 3, man, please. I'm making the news. I'm the new representative of Black Lives Matter. You know, I'm a rapper. I'm everything they need me to be. You know what I'm saying? But he go out here, he do all this stuff. He back running around right now. You know, he's still out here. It's crazy, man. And meanwhile, while you got shit like that going on and you got these, and this was crazy about these dudes like that. They call themselves extra racist, but it'd be a more of an obsession. I'm gonna give y'all a life hack, right? I'm finna give y'all a life hack. Ricky Williams, my brother, is you in here, I'm finna give you a life hack, my brother. Listen, these racist dudes that be obsessed over, they want to kill somebody black, they want to do all this, they want to do all that. A lot of them, man, they don't know no white people. I mean, they don't know no black people. And I always say this, they try to make it seem like it's the same with us and them, but it'll never be the same for no minorities as it is with white people, because we have to deal with y'all. When y'all deal with us, it's by choice, you know. We gotta go in front of our doctor, be white, our coach at school, our teachers, you know what I'm saying, all the shows on TV, the superheroes, everything. So you don't see a white person with just pure hatred. But with them, they don't know no black people. They be living in towns with no black people, never had to answer to a black person. Had like a time with like one black person and that black person be an anomaly or whatever, right? So it don't just be like a hatred. It be more like a obsession or whatever. And I was watching Vosh or whatever. Shout out to Vosh, man. He got a good podcast over there. You know, they call that bread tube over there, right? But I was watching this podcast and he was asking, he was like, how come it's an overlap with like the same dudes that's racist and all that and obsessing over black people and them, like, how could I'ma say this without trying to not get my stream like censored, but like the same dudes that are obsessed over like black people, like the racists, they also it go into these weird fetishes that they be having, like they be wanting to see you do stuff with their girlfriend or their wife or whatever, or it be like these cuckold, like I don't know if y'all know what a cuckold is, but they be having these cuckold little things they be wanting to do. And I swear to God, listen, so this where this where I say the life hack come in at, right? Go to like some like Fet or something like that. Fet Life, if you never heard of it, like a Facebook, like an uncensored kind of Facebook or something like that. Like go to Fet Life and you'll see it be these hardcore MAGA dudes and shit. Like they be like the gun club NRA dudes, man. They be offering up their wives and girlfriends. It's crazy. I be like, is this for real? Like, really, bro? You know what I'm saying? But it's so crazy. It's like a obsession or whatever, right? So you got stuff like that going on with the dude running around like he gonna do all this stuff. Do this. I'm gonna do some black people some bad, and the KKK and all this and acting out and all this. And then in the meanwhile, cucks, right? You know what they is. You know, maybe we would go into the science behind it and how a lot of that go way back to slavery on one of these next podcasts, right? But I digress, you know. I get a little deep on some of this stuff, right? But so while that's going on, you know, and we know that a lot of what they deal with us through is through a sensationalized way or fetishized way, or you know, stuff like that. You got this girl who has been dubbed DUTTY Lizzo. And she running around talking about this fabulous, marvelous date she went on with this white dude, and then the black dude runs up on her about her queen shit. Let's listen to it.
Dating a white man has black men triggered.
Wow.
When I went out with this lawyer one time, he took me to this really fancy restaurant, like 5-star.
Not only was he white, but he was a lawyer too.
Black man comes
Jewish,
out
but
of
white presenting.
nowhere, and he starts like going in. He's like, "Oh, I see you got this black queen next to you. You must feel so lucky. You must feel like a man because you took our black queens away from us." And
the lies being told on black men at this point are super weird. Black men do not care that black women are dating white men. They don't.
And let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why, right? Because this how I feel. A lot of our problem that we'll have with our women sometimes is that they don't want to cooperate with us, right? So we feel like, yeah, take that shit over there. Take that shit over there to, you know what I'm saying, Zhang Li, and see if you gonna get away with talking to him that way. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit over there to, you know what I'm saying, whoever, to somebody who is Saudi Arabian, you know what I'm saying, and see if you go to somebody who from Saudi Arabia, somebody who, you know what I'm saying, culture is you know, Muslim culture. You finna go over there and you finna cover your body up and you finna not eat pork and all that. Like, you know, you not finna do all that. So all that acting like black men is just on alert for, like, if you go and see most other cultures, a woman being disciplined and being feminine and just different stuff like that is not nothing they gotta like bargain for and square up over and shit, you're gonna be mad. You gonna be looking for another black dude who daddy ain't been there and mama told him he wasn't shit, and every man that came through there, he watched her tell the man he gotta have some money or he ain't shit. You gonna be looking for some broken black dudes. You ain't gonna be looking for no you ain't gonna go back to nobody with no culture that's gonna expect nothing of you. And then like other people, man, like, you know, they got a lot of their culture is like family orientated. So you're gonna have to meet the family too. You think you just gonna be running up behind dude and all that? Hell the fuck. Listen, see and tell him. You're gonna have to meet the family. You're gonna have to meet that mama. The mama gonna see if you know how to cook. She gonna ask you about if you having kids, all that. You know what I'm saying? And the son ain't gonna be like, oh, well, my mom don't like you, but you know what? Skip my family. I'm finna move in and struggle with you. Like, ain't nobody finna, that's not their culture. You're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get in another culture. You know what I'm saying? So we not tripping off that shit at all. You know. Mike Biggs in the building. What up, my brother? We got the winning team takeover in this joint. She said, I want to bite Shakima's bottom lip, though. Hey, on what, she ain't cute with that little lip right there, bro, with her little I Dream of Genie glasses. Then she on here keeping it real for the black man. Hold on, let me go back.
You must feel so lucky.
Hey, Rick,
And
you
he's like,
funny
oh,
as
I
hell,
see you
bro.
got this black
He said he wanna
queen
bite
next
her
to you.
lip.
You must feel so lucky. You must feel like a man because you took our black queens away from us. And
The lies being told on black men at this point are super weird. Black men do not care that black women are dating white men. They don't care. I don't believe nobody went up to her on her date with a white man. I don't believe a black man did all that. I just don't believe that.
I don't either, baby.
But I do see black women on her press because black men are getting their passport and going to other countries and seeking other kind of women.
I see that too,
They're
baby.
big pressed.
Black men have never been sour or bitter about black women going outside of their race. And they're especially not upset and jealous about dirty Lizzo going to go deal with whoever she's got to deal with. If we are getting jealous, we're not getting jealous of the worst of our women.
Yeah.
Like they'll tell you.
Oh. Yeah. It's like, nah, it's crazy, man, how they do that shit, right? So turn around and try to act like we just triggered. I can't stand when people try to do those false equivalents. Like, you know, I go back to what I was saying about racism and shit, right? Let me see what Ricky Williams said. He said, truth is, white men don't like them like that. Yeah, because it's certain things like, oh, listen, it's a good time for a Mac story. I confirmed this with this girl. It's this girl that I used to work with, this white girl, you know what I'm saying? And her name was, let's use a name similar to her real name, but we'll use a offshoot name. Her name was the name of a flower, so we'll call her Lily, you know what I'm saying? And she was definitely Lily White, you know what I'm saying? Came to the job where I worked at. You know, I'm like, oh, who's the new girl that, and I was driving buses and she was in the bus next to me. So I'm like, oh, who's the new girl driving the buses over there? Went over there, whatever, said hi to her. She had a voice like this. This is how she really talked. So I'm like, you know, how you doing? What's your, you know, like, not what's your name and shit, but I'm like, how you doing? I'm Sean, all that, you know what I'm saying? What's up? This my bus, whatever. And she's like, hi, I'm Lily. And all this and all that. And you know, we outside. I'm up in Milwaukee, so it get cold up here. And you know, we all bundled up and all that. She all bundled up or whatever. You know, she looked cool in the face, looking pretty good or whatever. I'm like, oh, your voice is like, you have a very unique voice and all that. Thank you, all that, you know what I'm saying? But then we go back to the terminal, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hot in there, so she take off her jacket and stuff. Man, she had a body on her, dude. I'm like, ooh, I'm talking about, bro. She didn't have to choose between, you know what I'm saying, a booty or no tata. She was stacked. I'm like, oh, where she come from? Like, but it was like that farm bred, like them Wisconsin, like them up north, like, you know what I'm saying? It was that farm bred stack, though. I'm like, oh yeah, I like Lily. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, you know, we get to talking and all that, you know what I'm saying? I had to you know, introduce her to Mac, bring her to Mac world, you know what I'm saying? As it were. And I remember us talking, and she was actually from Denver, and we was talking about the difference between like with interracial relationships and stuff like that, with a black dude and a white girl, and then like with a black woman and a white dude, and even we got to talking about like a black dude with his white girlfriend and a white dude with his white girlfriend. Now here you go, and this is what we was talking about, and it was funny because she agreed with me. I said, like, see, the thing about a black dude is they gonna be extra protective, you know what I'm saying, about something that they got that they figure is theirs. If they with your white, with sometimes the reason it seemed like that with a white girl is because you be kind of sure your white girl is yours because what she had to sacrifice and what she could have otherwise by not even fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they usually fucking with you, it usually be an act of defiance. Like they sacrificing to mess with you. And on the contrary, a lot of times a black woman will talk to the white dude as to be dating up or to be trying to go into, you know what I'm saying, get something from them. Not, they ain't trying to bring them down to where they grew up on 35th and Wells to eat fried chicken with Big Mama and all that. No, they trying to go out there and yes and change their voice and all that. Meanwhile, your white girl, she done, I hate you, dad, to go down to the hood, and it was a whole act of defiance and shit. You know what I'm saying? We call this girl, this mixed girl I know, she called white girls allies. I swear that's like white girls are like black dudes. I swear that's so funny, dude. She be like allies. So if y'all ever hear me talking about allies, I'm just talking about, you know, white girls are like black dudes or whatever. But we was talking about this. I said, like, see, the thing about it with black dudes is we gonna be more protective. And then I pointed this out to her, and I was like, I just took a shot in the dark because, you know, Mackin been Mackin since Mackin, right? So I'm like, and you know this yourself. I said, it's like, because I could see everybody, you done definitely been put through the ringer at some point by a black man or black men, because you got ain't no white dude liking all that, you know what I'm saying? They'll say that's fat, you know what I'm saying? But she was thick though. I'm telling y'all, she was thick, straight off the farm, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like in Colorado, right? So I'm like, you done seen this before yourself. I said, it's like when you with a black dude, right? And let's say somebody try to talk to you or something like that, and you with a black dude, the black dude gonna be protective of you. He gonna be like, nah, she with me, you know what I'm saying? Or like yada yada yada. He gonna be more protective, like stand back, I got this or whatever. But I said it's different when you with that white dude, ain't it? When somebody try to talk to you or something like that, he get mad at you. He don't try to stand up for you. He be mad at you like, why fucking guys fucking talking to you? And she was like, that's so true. Why is it like that? And I'm like, man, it's just, you know, I had to explain to her. It's like, man, when we feel like something is ours, we gon' protect it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't really a black thing, a white thing, something like that. And you know what I'm saying? It could be like that with your black girl too. If she loyal to you, yo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like with a white dude, it's gonna be different. And that's what I was pointing out to her. Like, nah, they feel entitled. And that's really what I'm getting to. I say all that to say this. So when you see the black woman and she dating the white dude, he ain't, whoa, that's my queen. No, get off my queen. Like, nah. He like, fucking, why can't you just fucking straighten your hair when you come around my family? Jeez. I mean, it's not a big fucking deal. We're not fucking going to the fucking Shabba-Doo concert. You're not fucking Shabba Ranks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bradley, you're hurting me. You're saying insensitive things to me. It be some of that. It don't be no, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Let me see what my brother Mike Biz got to say. Hold on. First, let me see Ricky saying, my experience, most white girls don't like white dudes either. For real. They want a black dude. Man, listen, I live in Wisconsin, bro. Wisconsin, Milwaukee in particular, is the most segregated city in the United States. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you like this, man, when they find their way over to this side of the line, shit, they don't find their way back easy at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just put it like that. Mike Big say all the white girls I had didn't like white men at all. Man, listen, I'm a landlord. You know what I'm saying? And I got a tenant. You know what I'm saying? And she say she not. If you call her white, she'll get mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? So she say she's Serbian, and some other stuff. So you got to call her Serbian, right? But to her credit, she ain't looking like her body and stuff. Like, it's definitely something there. Like, y'all ever seen them Russian girls that be making them twerking videos and all that? She look like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something there. But the thing she tell me though, like, she be like about like a white, like she be like, I never ever like white dudes is this and they. I be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got her, y'all. We got her. We got her. She is on our side. She is an ally. You know what I'm saying? I could probably, man, put an eggplant signal in the sky. You need something? No, I'm just joking. I ain't gonna say that. You know, I ain't gonna say. I was just talking shit. But nah, for real though. So it's crazy though. They come and they kind of come over to our side. So we don't feel that way. We feel like, yeah, try that shit. You try with them, you ain't shit just like your daddy. Try telling them that shit. Try all that, the shit you try with them. Leave when you, man, look, and I'm gonna tell you like this. This is what I say. You could try all that shit if you want to, but when you call the police, you're going to jail. Bradley not going to jail. Officer, I just don't know, officer. I mean, she just went ghetto. I mean, I just don't know what's going on with her. I mean, I don't know if it's a hood thing. He's gonna be like, Bradley, say less, Bradley. Say, man, they hauling your ass to jail. You gonna be mad. You gonna be like, oh, I wish I had a nigga with a PO I could call. You gonna be back looking for felons and mama's boys. You ain't finna do none of that shit you talking about to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. And so on that same kind of topic, you know, we talk about culture and everything like that. And another thing that been big in our culture is what they call in this you know, like this plastic surgery culture. Is that the word for it? It's they got another word for it. Not plastic surgery culture, but like, or not body modification, but it's something else. I figured out, but basically people normalizing getting these surgeries and stuff, right? So, and then mix that with another thing in the culture, women, you know how they say young and dumb. They trying to popularize old and dumb. Like we can't do young and dumb because we can't be young no more, but we could do old and dumb, right? So you got a lot of young, older women. They think, like I always be joking, I say they think if they talk in this voice, like, I don't know. And stand pigeon-toed that they young and they quirky and ain't got it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? But they do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And Rick said cosmetic surgery. Yeah, but it's like a culture that they say of getting the like the cosmetic surgery and stuff like that. I can't, it's gonna come to me in the middle of nowhere when I'm fucking sitting on the toilet or something stupid, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we was talking about it the other day, and chick was talking about it's basically going out, and you got a lot of these older women, man, you know, it's, to me, and I talked about it at the beginning of the show, it's body dysmorphia. It's body dysmorphia, like them dudes that body build and they can't stop taking these steroids and getting bigger and bigger till their neck can't move. And dude said, man, the dude who kidneys was failing said, man, when I got off the plane, the first thing I was thinking was like, oh, the dude who picked me up was buff, like, man, I think his arms bigger than mine. I gotta go right to the gym sooner before I even go put my bags away. Like, just, you can't even see, like, bro, you is bigger than everything and everybody, bro. Like, but you still, in your mind, you still see yourself a certain way. That's called body dysmorphia, man. And You know, a lot of these women, when they bodies is straight already, but they still want to go get a BBL, or they 45 and, you know, they think like, I gotta get this surgery. They can't accept just the natural, how they body over time, your looks fade or whatever. You know, they go out here and it's unnatural. I even be hearing these commercials. I'm in Milwaukee, right? But I hear these commercials like, do you have a family member that suffered like something about Instagram or Facebook causing people depression and body image issues or something in a class action suit? I'm like, man, they just not figuring that shit out. That shit been frying people brains. Like these photoshopped, all this shit, you know what I'm saying, got people going crazy. And in this next clip, you know, grandma went and got a BBL and it ain't go right.
All over TikTok, competing 2023, I can say that we're not really surprised by a lot of the modern older women who are competing with younger women half their age.
No.
You see them all over TikTok, competing with their daughters and even granddaughters, participating in dance challenges, knee challenges, and everything else, attempting to show off in front of an audience on social media, prove that they are still attractive, and try to convince people that they are even more attractive than their daughters and women that's younger than them. You can tell a lot of them live for the validation of social media. It's one thing we can all admit, these women are not your grandmothers from 30, 40 years ago. Not at all. Aging is certainly a natural process, and it happens to everyone lucky enough to live long.
But you know what though? To me, black women age well though. They like most black women I know age very well, man. Like they don't get to where they should need it. Like plastic surgery for who though? You know what I mean? Like shit crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Badu caked up. Rick say, my wife know this lady just turned 55 talking about getting butt implants. Man, I'm glad your wife roasted her, bro. Might save her life. You know what I'm saying? And old chicks not acting their age is definitely a what they call it, an epidemic. Not a pandemic, yeah, epidemic right now. Let's go.
Long enough to go through the cycles of life. As for women, you have some who prefer to age gracefully and embrace the natural changes that come with growing older, while other women may use plastic surgery to maintain a more youthful look. Years ago, only folks in Hollywood could access doctors for these procedures, but within the
she messed her face up, man. Vivica Fox to me looked it good already. She ain't even had to hack her nose off. Like all she did was cut the tip of her nose off. Crazy, why you cut the tip of your nose off? Vivica?
Last 10-15 years, your average woman has more and more access to cosmetic surgeons. Easy access, affordability, mixed in with a sense of competition or pressure to maintain their appearance as they age. Those are just some of the reasons for more middle-aged modern women. One grandmother made that tough decision when she traveled from Indiana to Florida and never made it back home alive.
I'm gonna say something and no disrespect, like to you know, RIP to everybody. I love everybody and all that, right? But oh shit. All right. I'm looking at Auntie right here, and I think you gotta be a certain amount of fake for your BBL to take right. You know what I'm saying? She looked too regular, like she just worked. She looked like a cook or something. Like your BBL not gonna accept you. It ain't gonna take to your body. You gotta be a certain amount of fake. You look like you was finna get a BBL and go right back to work, working at the factory or working at the clinic. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, let's go. Jesus, I know I'm terrible, y'all, but you gotta be fake to get a BBL. She was too normal. It ain't.
She left behind 11 grandchildren. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification
and shout out to Pink Book Lessons,
due to her high BMI. That doctor did not want to risk operating on Tanisha, so she ended up with Dr. Simmons at New Life Plastic Surgery, and she ended up getting liposuction and a BBL instead. Dr. Simmons accepted Tanisha as a patient. He had no issues with her BMI. According to New Life Plastic Surgery, Tanisha went in surgery at 9:35 a.m. An hour and a half later, she was out of surgery and placed into a New Life plastic surgery recovery room at 11:05 a.m. Nearly 3 hours later, just before 2 p.m., New Life Plastic Surgery discharged Tanisha into the care of a recovery home business ran by 44-year-old Charlie Butler called Chasing Dreams Recovery Home.
She was up to something.
Tanisha found out about Charlie through
Charlie
of a
looked
recovery
like
home business called Chasing.
She looked like she was up to something. And I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no girls named Charlie, man. I knew one girl named Charlie, and she like smoking Black and Miles and wearing black low top Air Forces, man. So, and she definitely lived up to her reputation. So Charlie, man, I don't know Charlie.
Chasing Dreams Recovery Home.
Chasing Dreams
Tanisha found out about Charlie through New Life Plastic Surgery. That's who recommended her to the business. She was supposed to go to that recovery home after she left the surgery center. But according to Charlie, Tanisha told them that she was lightheaded and felt really sick. So instead of taking her to the recovery home, Charlie transported Tanisha to the hospital. Unfortunately, after 3 days in the hospital, Tanisha passed away.
Damn.
Good evening once again. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the family of an Indiana woman who died after a plastic surgery procedure is the latest family looking for answers about how this could all happen.
NBC6 reporter Julie Leonardi is live at Miami-Dade Police headquarters where officers are investigating what happened in a story that we've been reporting only on NBC6. Hi, Julie.
Hi. Well, this family is just absolutely devastated. They say that Walker leaves behind a huge family. That's why many of those family members flew from Chicago to Miami today to meet with police, and they're hoping they find some answers. Tanisha Walker's family now dealing with a huge loss. Her niece just arrived in Miami, meeting her cousin, Walker's oldest daughter, to sort things out.
This is my first time seeing her since she passed, and when I got to her, she was like weak in the knees. So it's really hard for her right now, and I could just imagine because her youngest is 19.
Tatianisha Middleton, Walker's niece, says her aunt was just 45 years old and a mother of 4 with 11 grandchildren.
She was just a patient person. Like, she was always open and willing to.
He left behind 11 grand. Where y'all grandmama at? My grandmama getting her booty did. R.I.P. man. I know this. It ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. It's not funny. And I'm not laughing at her situation because that's sad for real. However, I will say that we gotta be smarter than, man, just going along with whatever popular. She looked it to me. She gotta, you know how they say you can look at a girl face and tell her she thick. She looked thick. She looked, you know what I'm saying? You can look at her and tell. Look, come on now. She got a body under. Is my zoom ain't working? Let me make myself little so y'all can see. Look, she thick. She was thick already. You could see like the kind of the waist ratio and all that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't bad looking or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
And grandchildren.
She was just a patient person. Like, she was always open and willing to do anything for anybody. So this really hit us hard because she was a really big person in our family.
She says Walker cared for the entire family and was always there when they needed her. They supported her flying to Miami for plastic surgery. Walker had a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, and liposuction done by a doctor at New Life Plastic Surgery. A BBL is a popular plastic surgery procedure in which fat is taken from undesired parts of the body and injected into the butt or back. The clinic, New Life Plastic Surgery, tells NBC6
Frankenstein ass shit anyway, like a BBL. They taking fat from over here. You ain't want it over there. Why you want? You think putting some general fat that you just like? Hold up. So I'm gonna take some fat from my back or something. I'm gonna put that shit in my butt cheeks. Is that even the same kind of fat? And then if I'm just taking fat, injecting it in my butt, like in my butt cheeks, like, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be able to? Cause you know, ain't like a butt is a muscle, so it's like you can work it out and get it firm. But how you gonna firm up some fat injections? How you gonna firm up a fat injection, bro? Like, shit crazy, man. Them BBLs don't make no sense. Or maybe I just don't understand it, right? But either way it go, that's sad though. They say she left behind 11 grandkids. Damn. 4 kids, 11 grandkids. And that was her niece or something like that. So, you know, they say she was big in the family. Probably got auntie probably got a lot of nieces and nephews. It's sad, man. Over this, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. You wasn't finna do nothing at, at your age, really, with that BBL anyway, but be looking crazy as your body would have eventually been a 50-year-old body, and so on and so forth, with just a BBL, you know what I'm saying, from a couple years back, just looking like how Ren and Stimpy booties used to be poking out. But it wasn't gonna go right, man. And it's sad to see, black women going out this way. I wouldn't have never thought that we would be in this era where I would see like our women getting these plastic surgeries like this. But it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't tell nobody that they beautiful the way they is if they don't think they is. They gonna change whatever they want to change about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like Rick say, don't even look right 99% of the time. And when I seen that girl running down the street with that BBL, I came to a realization that was so fucking funny. Like I said the other day, like, man, BBLs are made to do nothing with. Cause she was running and her BBL looked like it was finna fly off. Like, you ain't supposed to get no BBL and join the track team. You probably can't. They probably tell you can't even walk at a certain speed with your BBL or your shit'll fly off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that. But we gonna see what happened. It's a song called Synthesizer on that. What Outkast album is that? I want to say it's Aquemini. And he talked about that, and he's talking about like, man, it's gonna get to a point where people just changing everything about themselves. Cause I think down in Atlanta, it got to the point where they was getting them BBLs and stuff down there way back in the days, cause they got that strip club culture and stuff like that. So he was peeping it, like, man, folks just getting their bodies did and getting this done and getting that done. And he made a song about it. It's called Synthesizer. And it was deep. So check out Outkast Synthesizer. We talked about us getting to where we at right now. Taking fat from your back and your kneecap and putting it in your butt cheek. What the hell wrong with you, man? Don't do it. My daughter told me it's a dude named Saucy Santana, and he a dude with a beard and a BBL. I said, Lord, please. Don't never let me see that. Don't never let me see dude or nothing. I don't know who he is. I just don't never let me see no shit like that, please. She was dying laughing, but man, I appreciate y'all for checking me out today, man. Shout out to the winning team in the building, Mike Biggs, Ricky Williams. And shout out to everybody else, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, man. Welcome to Mac World. Hit that like button. I be having a lot of people, like viewers, that don't like. And then some people told me they thought you have to be, it costs to subscribe to a channel on YouTube. Man, listen. That's free, and it helps you to see the content you want to see. When you subscribe, you see similar content to what you subscribe to. So definitely subscribe, hit the bell notification, the bell icon, so you can be updated on all the content I drop. Check out my boxing videos that I drop. And yeah, man, we will be back on Friday with another one. So until then, like I said, shout out to all the content creators, man. And we gonna get up out of here, man. So until tomorrow, later, I'm gone, y'all.